In this video, I'm going to show you how to get zero delay and hit clips like this. Alright, so we're going to start with the basic tweaks. First thing you want to do is go to your settings. Alright, so next you're going to go to gaming, game mode, and make sure this is on. Next you're going to go to graphics and make sure this is on right here. Then you're going to search up the game you want to do. So like Fortnite, drop it down, make sure it's on high performance. Next, we're going to lower your latency and delay by turning off some things. First thing you want to do, go to notifications, turn this off. Next, go back to system, go to focus, and then you're going to make sure all these are unchecked. Go back to system, go to power, make sure energy saver is off. Now we're going to do Fortnite settings. So go to your settings. Windowed full screen is what I have on because of stretch res, but you guys want to make sure you're on full screen. Full screen is the best option for the lowest delay and maximum FPS. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure VSync is off. VSync causes a lot of latency and delay and you don't want that. Then 240 FPS. I have that on this because it's what matches my hertz, or at least closely matches it. If your hertz are around 180, you want your FPS to be around 180. You want to make sure that whenever you choose an FPS, you go into creative map and you make sure that it doesn't drop down to like 60 or 30. Then you have to lower your FPS so your PC handles less. Next, this stuff does not matter right here. This is just personal preference. Then right here, 3D resolution. Lowering this to 50 or even 80 can give you a lot more FPS, but it does make your screen look a little glitched like this. Next, 3D dynamic resolution. You want to turn this off. And then also for view distance, this does not matter. It says up here that it will cause a difference in performance, but it doesn't. I've tested it many times. You can have it on epic, far, medium, or near. It does not matter. Textures you want on low. Meshes you want on low. These are the best settings right here that I use. And I mainly use this so that I can see things from far. Helps me out a lot when I'm landing. Next, show FPS, turn this on. Most people have it on. It does not cause delay, and it helps you to know how much FPS you're running and if you need to change it. Latency markers does not matter. I have this on plus boost because my PC is higher end, but if your PC can't run as much FPS, you want it on. On plus boost you may think is better, but it actually causes your PC to use more energy, which you don't want if you have low FPS. Then, report performance stats. You want this disabled. Turning it on won't cause too much delay, won't cause any at all, but it's something that you don't really need and it's not really helpful. Alright, now go to game, go to replays, make sure all these are off. Then go to energy saver, make sure these are off. These will make your FPS cap a lot sooner than it should. Now if you don't play on a mobile device, turn all of these settings off. This will give you the lowest delay possible. Same for controller if you do this. Now I have some controller settings, but you'll notice that these ones at the top are off. If you truly want low delay, now you can go to audio settings and you can turn your main down just a little bit. Even turning it to 80 doesn't make that much of a difference, but I keep mine on 93. Then music, I turn this down to 50. I don't really need it, especially like music in lobby. So I turn music in lobby and festival down to 0. I don't play festival, so I turn this down to 0. But if you ever do, you want to turn it back up. Gameplay, I turn to 95. Dialogue 0. Dialogue is going to be in like events and stuff. So if you want to hear people, then you need to turn this back up. Voice chat, I have it at 100 so I can hear people perfectly fine. Cinematics, same thing. It's for live events, which I don't really watch, so I turn this back to 0. Picture to picture is on 70. This is also personal preference, but I have this on 70, which is a good setting. Next, these settings are going to be the best. Don't mind like this though. And the reason I like my sound quality on high, yes, it causes a little bit of performance decrease, but it's going to make it to where you can hear footsteps to the left or right, not just straight ahead of you, which is really good for competitive Fortnite. Alright, now we're going to get into the advanced tweaks. So what you want to do is you want to go to control panel. And then you're going to look here. There's going to be options, but I'm going to show you how to get there in general. So you're going to open hardware and sound, power options. Make sure this is on high performance. You might have to click show additional plans for this. And you'll make sure it's not in power saver. It saves a little bit of power, but high performance is going to be the best option always. Now that we've done that, go to your task manager. Then what you're going to do here, you're going to full screen it and look at your CPU. If you don't have Fortnite or anything open, it should be around 10 to 2, maybe even 0. That's the number you want. That's going to be the lowest delay. What you want to do, just scroll down and things you don't need, like Microsoft Edge, just click in task. Now we're going to be doing the main Nvidia settings. So right click on your screen, show more options, Nvidia control panel. Then it'll pull up. Now what you're going to do, you're going to go to manage 3D settings and copy these. Next, something that may help, that a lot of people have found to help, is change resolution. I use 1440 by 1080, but whatever resolution you want is best. Then, you're going to make sure your refresh rate is on the max. For me, it's 180, and also do this in your settings as well. Next, you want to go to your drivers and the Nvidia app. If you have Nvidia, you want to make sure the right ones or the newest ones are installed. Make sure you're on Game Ready driver as well. As always, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments.